smash. Yes! This is Warhammer 40,000 Freeblade, an on-rails action shooter that sees you leading a freelance Imperial Knight, essentially a giant gothic mech armed with a variety of guns and swords, through the war-torn planets of the 41st millennium.
If you don't understand any of that sentence, you don't really need to. Fans of Games Workshop's grim future will be in faux Latin plasma cannon heaven, but the rest of us can happily wander around some crumbling buildings, murdering everything, oblivious to our place in the larger fictional battle.
The controls are decent. The only thing you have any say over is your weapons. Drag a finger around the screen to fire your main machine gun, and press 2 fingers on the screen to aim and fire your rocket launcher.
When you're swinging your big chopper sword around, you're essentially engaged in a QuickTime event. A bar appears at the bottom of the screen, and you need to tap to stop a couple of lines when they reach the middle. The closer you get, the better your attack.
That attack pretty much encapsulates Freeblade in a single mechanic. Simple and explosive. You tap the screen at the right time and something big and violent happens. It looks cool, and it's always nice to see an Imperial Knight ripping the arm off a Mega Dread, but you don't really feel like you did much to make it happen.
Though that feeling is an issue with all on-rails shooters, this one has done pretty damn well all in all. It looks stunning, the violence is pretty swift and satisfying, and while there is a lack of connection between your input and your actions, there are some impressive set pieces all the same.
There isn't an energy system, but the game is still pretty free to play. There are plenty of currencies and potential adverts to watch. There's some grind here too, as you'd expect, but since the action doesn't take up too much time, you probably won't begrudge the game some reruns.
If you've got a swanky new iPhone 6S or 6S Plus and you're looking for a game to show off its 3D touch capabilities, this is a pretty decent bet. But it's not worth going out and buying a new phone for. The extra options when you're playing with one of those new screens are pretty cool though.
Though a lot of it is pretty samey, there's a fair bit to do here and a neat rhythm to the explosions and slaughter that makes it hard to resist. Plus it looks great, and it's got giant chainswords in it. In the end, it's just another on-rail shooter, but you'll have fun with its on-rail shooting all the same.